button, a jump button, and that's it. Interact button. That seems straightforward, right? That one is on cooldown as well. This came out yesterday, Black Art. It came out. It's only a small indie title. I think it's like just under $10 or $9 at the moment with like a launch discount. We will see what it's about. So we got, what's that? 4 chapters and 3 memories. So it's like 7 sections of the game. Let's do it. Gemma played this yesterday and said it was good. I was waiting till today to play it so I could, of course, play it with you guys. I think it's loading. I've got a load screen. I'm looking at OBS. You're seeing something different to me. I've got a load screen. You guys have something different. There we go. Blue Entropy Studios presents Reaching for Petals. It's a very flowery name. It sounds like a girly game. Listen to the title. But maybe it's called Reaching for Petals because you're walking through like a wooded sort of area. At least the ghost in the voice is gone for now. Wonder what was going on. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure.
These woods are an example of what can be accomplished without man's interference. This forest, away from any town or communal society, is as untouched by man as any mass of green can be. It would be easy to mistake an area like this as a place of solitude and silence. That is not the truth. Here, there is no substantial evidence of civilization, but that does not mean it is without life. Wind and water fill the amphitheater with motion and meaning. Endless chatter of woodland beings permeates within this arbor's cathedral.
Tweet, tweet.
These are not idle conversations. It is an opera, a symphony, a concerto of unification, perfectly executed by design. There is no explanation for how these beings coexist. There is no reason to know why. Within these trees, among these streams, life is. And that is good enough.
I'm gonna just put subs on. Let me put subs on. Hello, JDG. Damn it! I mean, you can't go into the audio settings from the game. The audio settings are only accessible from the. So the audio settings are only accessible from the. Wait. So only accessible from the main menu. Sadly, I think all the sliders are on 100%, but I can't check. Should put subs on because the voice wasn't that loud. The Earth would be better off without humans, something like that. Yes. It looks good though. I mean, the game's done in Unreal, and you can get some very good environments. I'm always kind of I always like how well someone can set up lighting in like Unreal, if you know what I mean. It's like the lighting through the trees, the shadows. It can look very good. Yeah, I always forget subs. I know some people like to see subtitles. Some people hate the sound of my voice, so they put subtitles on so they can mute. Yes. Humans are such a cancer to the earth. Yes, well, luckily I'm not human. You guys, you're some of the better examples. Tweet, 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 tweet. My birdie sounds are not very good. Oh,
the doctor is in.
We can jump. Oh man, look. You said Stimmer says Bud's not human, he doesn't have a soul. At least I'm not Ginger. As Bill Hicks said, There are virus with shoes. At least I'm not a ginger. Nothing wrong with gingers, but we all know that gingers don't have souls. Gingers are people too. Yes, they just don't have souls.
Nature is not entirely benevolent, and yet this does not take away from its beauty. Animals are hunted and eaten alive, with no knowing of anything outside of this forsaken wood. Human life is very much the same. Every day is lived knowing that any moment could be your last. But it is assumed that now is not that moment. Today is not that day. There is a desire to strive for significance, but in the end, every day ends just the same. These vicious beings live doing what they must do to survive, even if it means the end of another creature's life. Does this make them any different than the small rodent burrowing its home within the confines of a tree to seek shelter from the outside world? Even something as beautiful as a flower can be subjected to draining the essence of other greenery to stand a little bit taller and glow a little bit brighter. There is a cruelty in nature that brings about destruction, and yet this forest still stands.
No.
Life carries on, even if it's not the life that came before.
We got an achievement for falling to our death. Which is kind of interesting, I suppose. It is a walking simulator. Hello, Elswood. It is a walking, or, I mean, we're walking or we're jogging. A jogging simulator. We're walking through a forest, Elswood. We're looking for some flowers so we can reach for some petals. This footpath's a bit overgrown, isn't it? It needs someone to come and trim it a little bit. He's not jogging very quick. I mean, this is walking. If you look at this, this is walking. This is jogging. It's not a lot quicker, is it? It's not too much difference in speed, honestly. So it's not really jogging. It's like just walking quick. It's a walking quick simulator. Yes. I saw you. There was a quote about the Colorado. You know what? The Colorado is a lot better now than what it was when I said that.
At the heart of the forest lies a massive, ever-reaching oak, as large as a hill upon a mountain, standing alone and apart from the rest of the forest, encircled by still water. The trunk of the behemoth is impossibly thick, able to withstand the elements for the centuries it has stood here. The stoic branches do not sway like the other trees within the wind. Night is everlasting beneath the countless branches. No light permeates the endless leaves. There is one thing that this beast of a structure exacts more than any other being on this planet. It endures. It endures the frost of the winter, the storms of the spring, the scorch of the summer, and the collapse of autumn. It endures the loneliness from being different and unyielding. The tree grows taller and stronger with each year, never closer to the others that surround it. The other trees live, and they will surely die. But this monolith remains to stand the test of time.
Wrong sort of fish. Wrong type of fish. And yes, Ramblers, yes. If you could run... I mean, you get a lot of these games. Most of these... most walking simulators, obviously, you get a walking simulator. Most of it is based around like some story and some narrative. But if you was to run through it, you'd kind of probably defeat the purpose. You'd kind of like defeat the whole purpose of the game, if you know what I mean. A lot of people still don't see this sort of genre as games, which is why you always get very, very mixed responses from titles like this, because you're never, a lot of people don't see it as a game. I mean, some of them aren't. Some of them are more like they're more like art, if you know what I mean. A work of art rather than, it's just like reading a poem or reading a story, you know what I mean? Rather than actually playing, if that makes sense. But they can be very good. I mean, there are some walking simulators that are very, very cool. Very, very cool. Yes, it is an experience. I mean, walking through a wood like this is probably an experience that most of us probably don't have the ability to do, right? Because city life and all that. I do have some woods near me, but it's not quite like this.
Streams cut into the wooded area like capillaries, carrying the essence of life from the top of the hills to all the organs of the forest. The streams swiftly scour the mountainside to ensure the continuation of this Eden, ceaselessly palpitating the blood of the earth. Unlike a standard circulatory system, the cycle of this network of vitality does not return to its source. It only travels downward into the endless expanse of the sea, to nevertheless return as droplets in the rain.
Signs of life.
Following the streams is a sure way to reach the colossal peak, if one were not to worry about the definitiveness of gravity. There is only one way to reach that height so directly, and it requires wings. Without a transport of such convenience, one must move onward into the dense arteries of the mountain, where the sun is no longer your companion, and the loneliness truly sets in. The dark takes over, and there is nowhere else but forward. There is no more going back.
Hello? Anybody home? Anybody home? There's plenty of forestry area close to you, luckily. Nice, I suppose. K&R. Kimball and Rambaz. This could well be somewhere that Kimball and Rambaz run into when they was out on their hike for the summer. So Rambaz, when you and Kimball went out for your summer hike, did you write K+R on any walls anywhere? Could this potentially be you? I mean, it could. Did you leave your mark anywhere? I'm guessing probably not, but you never know, right? They wouldn't admit it if they did, Ellie. I mean, it could have been like an old rundown hut to kind of sleep in for the night, you know. You don't destroy stuff. You left only shit after us. Okay. Ugh, the bridge. This is. I don't know. I'm not big into heights. I don't think I'd really be too happy walking across bridges like this. Especially if, you know, with a wooden bridge with gaps in. You definitely have to make sure you're looking forward, right? If you look down, it's like, ugh. You know, it's only kind of screw you up a little bit. Luckily, we don't get that problem here. You left a lot of lures trying to fish. Yeah, I think Kimball did say you wasn't very good at it, Rambus. I mean, I'm guessing you'll probably be like what I would be. Is I've never fished before, so I would imagine I would suck at it if I tried. I would really suck at it if I tried. It's a nice. I wouldn't mind walking through a place like this, as long as it's light. In the night time, I would imagine it being a bit spooky. I will say though, I mean, I will hazard a guess that, I mean, not that this is gonna. I can't really say whether this is a good or a bad thing, but I can probably hazard a guess that most of you will probably not see anyone on your following list playing this game. Is that flower? We gotta reach for the petal. Is that what we gotta do? That's what the game's called, right? Shall we? Let's do it! Hello, Stumpy. Oh, no, it's a high sensitivity, man. I like high mouse sensitivity. Nice, okay. Wait, is that like a TVR box or something? Or is that supposed to be like a DVD player or something like that? You want to go back to the forest? Well, the curtains look a little bit too long, right? Look, they should. We could look outside. If we look outside, we can see sort of some forest outside the window. In real life, you would what? I'd totally turn this quick in real life. Stumpy, I'd totally turn this quick. You may not believe it, but I totally do. Well. These are the memories of a young man reflecting upon the most cherished stages of his life, filled with a love that transcends the ages of youth into something far beyond. Your name is Kai. Your life's greatest moments are those spent with your darling Renee. She is the dawn of everything. Her power to fill your life with magnificence is as sure as the morning's first illumination. But as every sun rises, so too it must set. The first lasting memory shared between the two beloved begins at the age of innocence. Budding laughter fills the air throughout the schoolyard. Okay, childhood sweethearts. That's sweethearts then. It's here where the story truly begins. A fateful meeting between two preordained to journey the wrinkles of life and love. The two are initiated through a common companion atop a gilded hill, surrounded by a green giant scenery. The sun is high and the air is warm like any other summer day, but there would not be any other day. Not again. In an instant, everything changed. Wait, a beaver? A beaver on your porch?
Thank you for the reset.
Fucking 3 months of neck snapping action. Stop it! Thank you for your reset. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Yeah, some of the overlay stuff doesn't work on this overlay. Sometimes if I'm playing a game that's kind of like a story focused, sometimes I'll switch out the scene I'm using, which doesn't have some of the fluffy stuff. Sorry, Black. You kind of God damn it. Sorry. You look up and separate her brilliance from the sun. Renee sparks the kindling of your soul. With a shy smile and her radiant eyes vibrantly glistening in the light, your capability for love has only just now been awoken. Your chest is heavy, breathing is difficult, time stands still. So I hope that we get to see her. Although she's probably dead and in the ground. You're gonna work. Well, what? And you stood still for a few moments, not noticing her outreached hand. Her smile becomes slightly perplexed. What? Decisions? We've got decisions. I don't know. Does it matter? I do it quickly. You stumble your words, barely getting out your names, somehow managing to miss her hand and accidentally grabbing onto her bracelet. You jerk your hand back and apologize. Oh. You have a good day at work, Stumpy. She laughs politely, commenting on how you act just like the way your friend described. She readjusts her bracelet and tells you she made it herself, and that if you like it that much, she can make your own one sometime. Ooh. You blush, you remind yourself of the embarrassment for the rest of the day, but never forget the kindness she offered. She tells you she loves wearing bracelets, she makes herself. Okay. You both get along swimmingly. For a couple of introverted kids, there isn't much time left for recreational activities, but Renee wants to take you to her favourite spot in a wooded haven. Ooh. Between two trees is large enough of a break between the greenery to notice a well-travelled trail into the forest. She looks as if she wants you to follow her further along the path. You are nervous about getting too far away from school and getting in trouble, but you don't want to disappoint your new friend. Well, you've got to go, right? Did you smash? Did I smash what? Skipping, smiling, you both prepare to go on a woodland adventure, but you're caught by your teacher before you can get too far. He was calling for the two of you to come back into the schoolhouse. Oh dear. Hello, Miss Candela. Even though you are both scolded, you look at each other with gleeful grins. She tells you that you will go further next time. You hear her whisper something about a mountain. Oh. Okay. Chapter 2. I don't know why, Swaper. I got a feeling that she's dead. I mean, she might not be, but I do have this feeling that, she's, I don't know. Okay, we're in a cave now.
Darkness overtakes those who enter this realm of wet and stone. Turning back leads to another kind of blindness that only incepts at the great divide of light and the abyss. It is better to become accustomed to the dark on our journey within. The only way to reach the highest peak is to descend into the deepest parts of ourself, far within the mountain. The life of the outside world does not go where we must dread. There is no reason for creatures without a conscience to join in on this quest of introspection. The light is quickly fading, giving us a sign to carry on. For now, this is the only option. The only one there's ever been.
Oh. Wait, lemon cake? I don't not particularly like lemons, unfortunately. I've never had lemon cake, because I don't really like lemons, but, you know, it might be nice. This game, what is this game? It's called Reaching for Petals. It's a walking simulator, as you can probably guess. I'm walking for a cave. Got a green tea and lemon cake? I don't eat cake too much. I do every now and again, but not too often. Oh my god, we got options. We can go that way. Or we can go that way. I don't know. Both ways are probably going to come out in the same place, I reckon. This looks like the path that's more out the way. So let's look around here. Oh. Can we go that way? Yeah, okay.
This seemingly vacant corridor within the chasm consists of a series of interconnected tunnels, winding inward and outward. There is no telling where one path stops and another begins. But we must choose regardless. There is a strange familiarity about this darkness, as if you have been here once before. But that is not the case. You have always been here. You have never left this darkness. Not for many years. The abyss has become a companion and reminder of of the warped life you lead. Not everything is the way it should be, but it still is all the same.
Right, that way might go and end up going back to the other path. I guess. There's no such thing as too much. No, there's not. I'm a little bit chubby myself. I'm definitely a little bit overweight. But I gotta pull my finger out my ass and actually start working on that. A little bit. Yeah. I was going to do it over the summer when the weather was nice, but then the weather was too nice and I didn't feel like it. All I want to do is veg outside in the sun, which doesn't help, does it? It doesn't really, you know. I eat too many. I didn't say I was fat. Chubby, yes. Not fat, but chubby.
The silence of the deep has now been broken. What once was a faint drip has now become a bellowing beat of a heart of stone. Distilling the essence of life before sending it throughout the tumultuous cavern. The pounding echoes within your mind until there is nothing left but the sound and the feeling of undeniable existence pushing forth. It has been ages since someone met with the pulsating rock. The visions granted by this enchanting boulder bears witness to your own faults. These jaded memories are not left forgotten and are carved into the walls to stand the test of time.
The guy's voice seems familiar. He must do quite a bit of voiceovers. He does sound familiar. Well, we got stalagmites and stalactites. I'm sure you guys all know which ones are which. You could jump on these and smack yourself. Very pretty. It looks very pretty. Very pretty. Now, where's the bear? You say again, what is this game? Well, again, I say it's called Reaching for Petals. I did say before, I guess you didn't hear when I said it. Exclamation game will show you what games I'm playing today with Steam links if you want to look at it that way, if you're not understanding what I'm saying. I don't always have that command pointing to the game. If I'm playing a game that's like a smaller indie game then I often would enable it with a link there so people can get some info about it. I can't tell you the tag. You have to look at Steam for that, unfortunately, because I'll have to tab to look at it. Unfortunately, there's no cake. Yes, that's the way I always remember it. It's like you can always tell by the letter, right? Because stalag has a G in it, so it comes from the ground. Stalactite has got the C, so it comes from the sea. That's how I was always taught. It's very easy to remember that way. Hello, Mr. Lint. Mr. Lint gets some lemon cake. I don't get lemon cake, Mr. Lint. That's not fair. No! Oh, I was gonna fall. But you're in this cave. I can picture a bear being in here, right? Are you knocking this down or something? Yeah. Oh. We can get to the end of this cave. It's gonna be a big bear den.
Darkness is shattered at the realization that you are no longer alone. Nature's light sources fill the void like tiny bonfires, providing warmth and safety from the dark. Humming and buzzing, these light-filled guardians illuminate the darkness to reveal that there was another beside you all along. Every step closer brings you one pace further away from this cordial being. But who could it be? In this eternal landscape of dark, only shown through the kindness of the torch-bound insects, with a shape so recognizable and so familiar, there is no mistaking the importance of a being such as this. You do not know.
We don't know who it is. We can't get over there. Can we? No, we can't. Damn it. We can't get over there.
My God, it's full of stars.
Fireflies are pretty awesome. Damn it. We can't go over there. But maybe we can go round and back up. Maybe. Oh, yep, we're coming up there. And whatever that figure was, they've gone. Boo. They've gone. What a weird noise they're making. So there's someone or something here. We're following it. We're on its trail. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe we're on its trail.
A stark beam sits
Exit.
ever so strongly in the distance. Could this be the final terminal before taking off into the sun? The ever-longing vent that exceeds this darkness,
Just do the test
that
member.
brings light into the memories so willing to fade. No, this is not the end. Not here. There is still more to witness. Fill your mind with luminosity. Steal your soul with what was taken by the abyss. Hold on to your dream and evoke the past. For remembering is all that is left for a being so broken and afraid of what is yet to come.
Oh. There's another flower. Hi. Google, when is my birthday? Well, yeah. That's an interesting thing to ask Google, Sleeper. We can go back to the house again? I guess we have. Is that my character? I guess. Making it, what's that, feel secure in your own house. The fashion book. Inferno. Excellent books. Excellent choices of books. Home security is always, it's always a good, right? A notebook. notebook. Is that my notebook or is that her notebook? Right? There's a picture over there. There's a laptop. Can we just open it up and see who's on the Twitch? I guess we gotta look at that picture to move on. Let's have a look around the kitchen area. Ancient civilizations. Oh, nice. Could use a bit of a clean. Let me open the cupboards. I'm nosy. Got a toaster. Oh man. Of course there's washing up. Of course. Someone didn't do the washing up. It's kind of tidy, right, for a kitchen? A couple of sun lounges out in the garden. It's pretty nice and warm just chilling out there in one of these like deck chairs. Can't turn the light off. Do it. Okay, let's do it. Let's pick it up. Let's do it. I don't like that my character's got a beard, because I'm not a beard. Years now pass, and love has bloomed beautifully between both of you, and as you slowly become who you were born to be, the night is crisp and invigorating, and the shining stars swirl and swoon a stellar symphony. You stand nearly confident, but lose focus at the sight of Renee and her shimmering ensemble. No aperture could open wide enough to capture her magnificence. So, I don't know. Let's pay her a compliment. Hello, Ginger. You share your feelings about her impossible beauty. She blushes and thanks you while trying to cover the redness in her cheeks. You then straighten your bow tie. What? I don't wear bow ties. I mean, the old doctor did. I don't. And pretend to act suave. She compliments you back, and you both laugh and join arm in arm to the dance floor. What? Dancing? No one said there was going to be dancing. Music is performed with all the sweet integrity of a promise made in one's youth. You both dance slowly, taking in every moment of this fairy tale experience. A song of sure significance began to overflow the pair's judgment. So, dip her or go straight for the kiss? I don't know, we'll do a dip first. We'll do a dip. We're gonna dirty dancing this up, man. At the climax of a heroic harmony, you successfully manage to lower Renee with a professionally challenging technique. She looks bewildered but overjoyed due to the unexpected surprise. You both slowly draw in for a passionate kiss. Well, baby, if I eat my lemon cake, it's probably gonna put her off, right? It's alright, it can sit there for a little bit. Before the festivities draw to a close, the loving pairing notices a photo booth operator taking complimentary photos. You both agree that there's no better way to commemorate a perfect night, so you enlist the energetic photographer's expertise. 3, 2, 1, smile! It's not real cake, Gingy. It's pretend lemon cake, and I don't really like lemon cake. Not really. I do like pretend lemon cake, but real lemon cake, I don't know. I probably would be okay with it, but I don't know. I probably would be okay with it. But I probably wouldn't eat it. Probably wouldn't happen. I don't do lemons. Alright, okay guys, this is probably the cave we came out of. How are you doing, Ginger?
Emerging from the depths of remembrance, a new serenity seeps forth into vision. Glistening in the distance, the overbearing copper orb begins to set its wavering mind. We are closer now than ever before to the persevering peak, a place where we too will find our home to dream. A restful sleep is the ultimate reward for those embroidered in tumultuous turmoil. At least for this moment, there is nothing left but to close the lying eyes and open the wandering wisdom of uninterrupted thought. At this moment of utter twilight, the veil of truth and falsity relinquishes its nature of the opaque.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Ginger. How's your BB grinding been going, or haven't you been bothering much? I'm still on the 6. I'm almost tempted to free XP my way past the rest of it. I'm trying not to, but I might do. I might. Where are the bears? There's gotta be a bear somewhere or something. Uh-oh. So?
In the not-so-distant geography, the source of the mountain streams fulfills a vast pool of hopes and dreams. Lotus petal along the outskirts of the seams, dancing and pooling all together, making their leave one after another in an endless cavalcade of organic staccato. Memories of the truth contort into beautification of reality. To many, what once was is not life's faithful occurrence, due to whatever conventions of one's conviction. These trusted falsifications establish a history, both honest and maligned. But whichever of these creates the further benefit will stand the test of time. Can it be that actuality can be erased through the complexity of memory?
Where's Nessie? I reckon there might be like a something out there. There's something out there somewhere. It could be Nessie or Nessie's cousin. Nessie's cousin lives out there. Now we're going to see a bear now, sorry. Sooner or later we're going to see a bear. We're not going to see a bear. It's not that sort of game. But it would be a real nice surprise. It would definitely be a surprise if a bear jumped out and mauled you to death. I mean, technically, you're walking through these woods. There's got to be some wildlife around. Right? I mean, you can hear some birds. There's got to be something. A wild bobcat or something, or even like a squirrel or a bunny rabbit. Aliens. A zombie,
A second
maybe.
sighting of the familiar phantom brings peace to my frantically fleeting soul. Drawing water from the acquiring aquifer is none other than the rehabilitating reason for this vigorous venture. Her beauty reflects perfectly in the hopeful spring. The lotus flowers tell tales of majesty all to her touch.
So what do you reckon? I reckon we're trying to trek up this mountain towards this mountain to the top. Are we doing this so that we can? Are we holding her ashes or something? We're gonna throw them over the edge or something. Oh, there's the being again, which is probably her, and she's dead, right? She's gotta be dead, and we're just I don't know. We'll see.
A song of sweetness nourishes the being
She's gone.
from time long since past. Petals may fall from the flowers they form. Their freedom fastens onto my fleeting and faltering feelings. A living touch only surpasses her loving look. Something more easily dreamt in a world no longer to be attained.
No, Gingy, it's not a spooky one. I mean, the game I'm gonna look at after this is a spooky game. This one is not though. We could probably jump down there, but do we want to jump down there? I'm guessing that's not where the game wants us to go. But it wants us to walk down there. It might come out the same place, but we might break it. We don't want to break it, do we? He might break his neck. Let's just walk along the top of the rocks. It's nice scenery. I like it. It looks pretty cool. Now, the next game's got some nice scenery as well in a haunted mansion. I mean, this scenery would be scary to some people. It's okay. Some people would be scared by nature.
The sun has only begun its arc into descendants. Before the night sets in, memories regain momentum. Dreams and their happenings fade into existence. Love and loss are among the most famous feelings in the moments of increasing dusk. There is still a sweetness to be felt. Light is still prevailing. For now, only somber moments take the stage. There is no stopping the prominence of these emotions. In the same way, there is no impeding the beginning of a new day. But in the sunlight,
No, we're stuck in a
however
hole.
faint, there is still time to make a change.
No!
A difference to keep the night from overlapping the glory of the nearest star. Accept that the feelings of loss and loneliness exist to promote the endearing experience gathered from fate's finer finishes.
Hey, we're out. Yay! We're out. It's okay. What the fuck was that? You know what? I think if I had to go back down to having one monitor, I don't know what I'd do. You kind of get you start to rely on things so much, right? You get a second monitor and you really rely on that second monitor, so you know. Uh-oh. I'm pretty sure we can't jump over there. Maybe we can. You ready? We're gonna jog and jump. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Ready? Huh! Oh yeah!
To lose something is to lose a piece of oneself. No matter the prominence, regardless of the moment, pieces of persona are left behind. And like the endearing oak, one must persevere the current that life forces us all into. The gifts given unto us are stolen without repair. But in the end, they are gifts, and only alive for a fleeting time. Like everything else in this world, the endless river of time flows into the ocean of eternity. All things are caught in the tide of time, and it makes no difference. We alone are mere droplets, countless fragments. But together, we circulate humanity's
Yeah, we're going
cycle
up.
of joy, pain, gain.
We're going up. We're going up. You can't live without two screens. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if you used to having multiple monitors and you go back down to one,
What a journey this has been. To venture here to reach the highest peak at the end of the world. There is a softness to the ground here unfelt in neither the wood or the stone. The greenery that grows here is different near the lake. Everything upon this hill glows with such a sheen unseen by those unwilling or unable to take upon this quest of internal ascension. The fading light shimmers on the landscape as the sun glistens on the undersea wonders of this world, wavering in and out with the wind and the leaves. Breathing is heavy at first, before the night's ocean overtakes one's vision and envelops the sky with something new. The day will soon be refreshed, but there is still much more to do before the dawn of the final day.
We was right over there before. We've walked a long way. This is we walked a long way. So this is definitely tiring, and we need a picnic. We need to sit down, have a picnic. I don't know. I mean, normally I have one. One of them I'll be my main one if I'm playing something, or it will be a game or something. Or my second one, it would always have Discord up, and either have if I'm not streaming, it might be having a Twitch stream up or like VOC up there playing a video of some sort, or But you gotta have that second one. There's more flowers. Okay. So the walking simulators is obviously the chapter. Then you're doing like memories, I guess, because each chapter has a memory with it. So this isn't the memories that go with it. You're looking at the memories or the memories of the things you're picking up. Maybe, I don't know. So we're remembering the misses, right? We're remembering the misses. It's nighttime now. All those pretty stars in the sky. Wait, that moved. That was over there. That moved. What was in there? Wait a second. We can't open doors. I guess we gotta go back the other way. What's in there? Oh, the laptop's open now. Look, someone's been playing on a guitar and using a laptop. Wait, what? That was weird. That was weird. Uh-oh. The ring. The choice beginning of love starts at the end of all that came before, not to be forgotten, but to be magnified into something entirely new. There is only one way to show such a feeling of devotion. Through a covenant of forever and always, barely into adulthood, a perfect proposition must be made. Nearly 2 decades have passed since your first meeting. The magnitude of your nearing decisions weighs heavy. Never once has something so small carried such gravity. You go for a walk with Renee down the trail you both journeyed through in your youth. It has been many years at the point since the adventure had been undertaken. Life's many instances have kept the beloved from continuing further to the peak of the mountain. It feels like the first time you have both walked through the endless trees engulfing the sky, but this venture is more important than any other. Before it except for the original outset, as the mountain comes into crystal view, you put your hand in your pocket and reach for a box. Renee has not yet noticed. Now, do we just whip it out and surprise her? Or do we bide our time? I don't know. Let's just whip it out, just whip it out. You ask Renee to marry you, to be yours forever. In a definiteness of the day, she turned to you and looked deep in your eyes and finds her new focus to be upon the luminous stone's impeccable ability to shine greater than the sun. Okay. We whipped it out, Gingy. She mouths the words yes over and over, but finds difficulty to get the words out into reality. Life is too good to be true. This is too perfect to be real. You both embrace more passionately than ever before. The truth of life's goodness has yet to be fully explained. Not yet, but in due time, all things come to light. Okay. Say what, Gingy? Say what? You reminisce on the years long since past while lovingly holding one another while walking further on the trail. Renee asks where to have the wedding. You say, why not at the top? While pointing at the everlasting peak. Maybe that's why we're walking to the top. See, we're walking up the top of this mountain. Obviously, no. If they actually got married at the top, then when we get there, she's probably going up to say goodbye, I guess. Such love as pure as this is often only dreamt about through words, craft, or song. Not ever has someone so true existed. But the world is a balanced place, a wonderfully dreadful, beautifully terrifying place. So this love, this forever after, would not go on the way it ought to have. The peak was never reached, only aspired until now. Okay. James says, what is a small, neat gift to hand my potential parents-in-law? Ooh. You know what, Digran? A Steam key for Cat Goes Fishing would be perfect. It really would. I reckon they would love it. Alright, it's night time now. Okay. Now we're going to see a bear. Maybe not. Cat Goes Fishing is good stuff. It's a premium class of Steam shovelware, you know?
The finality of existence is among the highest truths reaching back to the conception of creation. Nothing lasts forever, regardless of the implications granted by the numerous promises made in one's lifetime. Love brings loneliness. Joy carries pain. Life leads to death. Everything ends. To dream of everlasting is futile. What is left behind will eventually be forgotten. There is no avoiding these words. The clock's hands continue to strike each hour without failure. Its face unnerved, tirelessly turning the circumference of infinity. Every stroke signals the edge of one universe and the genesis of another. Will the gears that turn over time ever cease? What will happen then to this world? Will it stop, or shall it find continuation without the need of its keeper?
But seriously, Digran, I got no idea. I don't have in-laws, so I wouldn't know. Look at all these sticks and stones. Oh my god, this would be a perfect place to start in Conan. All of the resources. You got some twine. You got some of like the silly flower stuff, rocks, sticks. Oh my god, you can make yourself like a bed. I've got quite a few hours into that myself, Gemma. Put quite many hours into the old Cat Goes Fishing. I'm level 21 now, I think. Where are we actually going? Oh, up the tree. Okay. We're gonna walk up the tree. Get your balance on, man. Stars! Glorious stars! Just slowly getting to the top of this mountain, and at the top we're gonna see her dead body. Rotten, her dirty, a dead, rotting, dirty corpse. And, you know.
At this peak, above all created by man and its superior, feelings of forfeiture force deeper than any wounded heart can bear. It is here where the troubled soul will at last find peace from the bombardment of huddled empathy. There is nothing that can be said to ease the pain of brokenness. Two rings join together to become eternity. And still, this is not enough. Total transcendence requires more than a promise, metal, and a seal. More than love. One must relinquish themselves completely and give only to the other. But any lack of strength will cause the union to shatter, regardless of sickness or health.
Okay. Okay then. You'll give them a gift, Star Citizen starter pack. Well, the gifts that everybody wants. Probably, you kind of think, part of me kind of wishes Twilight that it doesn't end well, but I'm sure it's going to. I'm sure nothing bad's going to happen. Apart from you realise that she really is dead. Which she obviously is, right? You can tell by the way he's talking, she's dead.
Maybe I was wrong to believe that there was nothing else waiting on the other side of the veil. Perhaps my sight became riddled with self-doubt and the fear of beginning again. I could never forget. To forget her would be a crime with no just punishment, not even after death. Surely there is nothing more foul to have forsaken an ideal so pure. The hollowed words of matrimony do mention the inevitability of separation. But regardless of my words of the past, my speaking during this journey, I never gave up hope. The hope to see her again someday. As I traveled the vacant Gaia, I searched to hear her voice, seeking the answer to why. Why did we not deserve the jubilations we dreamed during our youth?
I reckon he's going to get to the top of the cliff. He's going to jump off the cliff, and he's going to kill himself to join her in the afterlife. Yes. If he doesn't, I mean, the way he's talking, right? He's never ever going to get over this chick. I mean, he's going to kind of be, he's going to be hurting for the rest of his days, so he may as well just jump and, you know, and join her, right? Gemma says, talking of SC, have they given a list of what ships can be used in 3.0? Still want to fly my Ryan? I think 3.0, we're going to be getting, obviously, the new Cutlass. We're going to be getting the land, the land ones, like the Nox will get, the Dragonfly. Wait, what? I'm thinking the what's it one as well, the shit, what's it called? I totally forgot what it was called. Damn it! We're supposed to be getting the ship I can't remember the name of. Damn it! Not the Orion, the small mining ship, the little one, Prospector. I think the Prospector's kind of one that's rumoured to be in it. Although I think he's supposed to be in it as well. I know they don't officially sell it, but they did sell it during. You could. It was had the trailer for it, and you could buy it. So obviously they were selling ships that were going to be in 3.0, and that was one they were selling, so it has to be there. I think Prospector's the only new one, I think, for 3.0. Orion is probably a long way off, sadly. Sadly. Where are we actually going? We gotta climb to the top, is that what we're doing? I guess it's sort of got steps, right? No. I said sort of steps, but you can't climb on them. It's like an invisible wall. Oh, there we go. Huh, no. Huh. Here we go. Whew, you seen them redoing the cutlasses again? Yes, they're redoing them. They're they're going to kind of bulk them out a little bit as well. They definitely look a bit... I just hope they don't mess the fan up, right? Come on. You can make it up that jump. Come on, you can do it. They're surely supposed to jump up there, right? Surely that's where you're supposed to go. Maybe not? Because you got this path going up. If you walk forward, you fall down that gap, down to the bottom, right? So you got to go up. So you jump up here. No, you don't jump up there. There's a path going up there, damn it! Low. Hey, jump over there. Now we got it. Whew! Parkour King! He's definitely going to fall off when he gets to the top, right? He's definitely going to do it. He's not very... He's a bit clumsy with his walking. I think we've only seen the black at the moment, Gingy, so we don't know what they're doing to the red. But the blue definitely needed help because when it first appeared, it had like it's supposed to be like a cutlass, like a police model, like a police version with cells. But the cells were cells to hold hobbits because they were so tiny. You know, and it wasn't, you know. Don't fall on my head. Uh-oh. Aliens. Aliens! You know what? I mean, this here just makes me think that I do want at least some point before I die, I wanna see the Northern Lights.
The tiny orbs of light from the depths of the mountain join me once more, flickering a path towards the summit, to the Alpha and the Omega of all things. For what exists now fell from the sky as rain, and there I shall return by the flickering flame of the night's messengers. I am no longer alone. I have reached the end of our journey here together.
What? The hell?
But wait. What is this at the top of the mountain? This familiar form that has been forever etched into my mind. The roaring winds and the rising torches make evident it is she, the one whom I have been seeking. The only reason I have left to continue onward. Has she been waiting here for me?
She's going to jump off the edge.
No,
and I'm going to jump after her.
She has always been with me. There were 2 steps for every one taken on this journey. Renee, I have finally found you.
Uh-huh. She's going to jump. She's going to jump, and then we're going to jump with her, and we're both going to die at the end. Maybe not quite that dramatic. Maybe, I don't know. You can see with the footsteps, he's walking to the next scene. At the top of the mountain, Renee stretches out her hand towards me, and my soul is brimming with our childhood innocence. I'm in awe yet again. It's just like our first meeting all those many years ago. The feeling is not quite as it once was. Many years have passed, and our hearts are not as soft as they once were, but there is something to be said about the completeness we now share. For every smile and every tear, we are still looking at one another the same way, with all the wonder, all the love, all the promise that is created by young love. We have had oh so many years with one another, and it Was it impetuous of me to have taken it all for granted? Together we have lived with enough love to withstand the vastness of eternity. There is no longer a reason for despair, as she has reminded me now. The promise we made so long ago. You told me you would take me to the top of this mountain, didn't you, Kai? Yep. You remember the time when you were children and you promised to take Renee to the top of the mountain and describe it to Renee in detail. Tragedies kept you from fulfilling the promise. Life decisions are what led to this being the first and only time you would both make this journey to the summit. Well, it's a sweet moment to finally fully endure that vow made all of years before. There should not have been a day, a departing of souls. I've been looking for you for so long, Renee. Why did you go? We were going to get married. What happened? Renee weeps. Kai, I'm not the one who has been gone. Please take my hand so you remember it. Wait, what? She's going to take her hand and jump off the edge. Right? What? We're in the hospital.
And here we are, at the beginning of all things, and at the end of this history's tomorrows. Love always was, and always will be the guiding light that brings you home, no matter the distance. Whether it be across the world, throughout time, or transcending existence, love will find a way. You will never be alone, my dearest Renee.
It's a very empty hospital. All the rooms are empty. And man, look at the size of that bin. Hello, crazy animal. Look at the size of this bin. Holy shit! It's huge. These chairs are pretty big too. Hope you're doing well, Christ. Oh, one of these rooms gonna have someone in it? Probably not, right? Or just empty beds. Empty beds, empty beds. It's all empty beds. Oh, there's one door that's open. That's the one door that doesn't have an empty bed. Oh, hang on. Wait. That's me in the bed. Uh-oh.
I wish I could leave you with more solace than this. But no, what we have will never truly end. No matter how dark the world may seem, no matter the paths your life takes you, even if you find another, know that this will be all right. I want you to be happy forever. You have given me more than I could ever ask for, my darling.
Beep, beep.
A life filled with joyous perfection. Know this, for now and for always. I will always love you.
Well. Okay. So, well, we were the dead one.
Exterminate!
Now I'm confused.
These woods are an example of what can be accomplished without man's interference. This forest, away from any town or communal society, is as untouched by man as any mass of green can be. Within these trees, among these streams, life is.
I was just going to say.
Is good enough.
Okay, so yeah, it starts again, then. I was going to say it looked like it started again, but it was just starting and ending. Well, that wasn't sad, was it? So David Petit.